Hail Internet! It's Matt here with my trusty cat Kittalore, and just thought I'd do a quick video because there was some big news last night in the Star Wars world. This was compliments of Star Wars Rebels, the show on Disney. So this is your spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear what happened, tune out. Otherwise, here we go. So, last night, there was an episode on Rebels called Twin Suns. And this was pretty darn important because the show is canon, so anything that happens in the show is like stamped on the Star Wars universe. And what happened last night was major shockwave into the Star Wars universe. Basically what happened is Darth Maul, now just Maul, returns to Tatooine to seek vengeance on Obi Wan Kenobi. By the end of the episode, the two meet, they square off, they have a duel. It's a very short duel. Basically, it's block, kill. And Obi-Wan kills Darth Maul, theoretically for good. Now, of course, he cut him in half and sent him down a shaft, years earlier. But this one looks like it's final. He actually cradles Darth Maul in his arms and kind of does a little with the eyes closed thing. So, yes, I think Darth Maul now is finally dead in the Star Wars universe. This is taking place probably a few months, I would say less than a year before the events of A New Hope. So it's old man Kenobi hanging out in the desert. And, in their confrontation before the duel, Maul starts to figure out why Obi-Wan is there. I think when he originally arrives, he's like, oh, you're just hiding out, just a scavenger on this crummy, desert planet. Then he starts thinking, why would you be here? It's like, oh, maybe you're protecting something or someone. So he figures out that Obi-Wan is there basically protecting Luke or looking out for Luke. And so as he dies, he asks, Obi-Wan, is this the chosen one? And Obi-Wan agrees, you're dying anyway, I can let you know. Yeah, it's the chosen one. And die now. No, he doesn't snap his neck. That would be kind of funny. Anyway, all right. So there's that. There's also the hero of Star Wars Rebels is Ezra Bridger, who's basically a Padawan, kind of he's a Jedi of sorts. He comes to Tatooine to warn Obi-Wan that Maul's on his way. He didn't really need to warn him, but anyway, it's kind of a trap that Maul sets. But pretty big because Ezra meets up with Obi-Wan on Tatooine in the months leading up to Episode 4. This puts a whole new spin on Episode 4, right? So New Hope comes along. Originally it just seemed like Obi-Wan was this hermit who just happened to be living on Tatooine, and Luke came to him, and the story takes off. What we pretty much know now is that's not true. Obi-Wan was always there to look out for Luke and provide him guidance when the time came. Also, kind of an interesting little parallel. In Episode 1, we saw Qui-Gon fighting Maul on Tatooine in order to save young Anakin. And now we see Obi-Wan, who, Qui-Gon was his master, and he kills Darth Maul in order to save Luke. So a nice little symmetry there. Anyway, so pretty big revelation from the Star Wars Rebels folks. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and that's your Star Wars news. Right, Kittalore? Kittalore is still unimpressed. All right, bye now.